Hey everybody, Richard S. back with another video. This is the first video of 2025. So happy New Year wherever you are. Last year was an amazing year for me starting on a new channel and come a long way, and I'm hoping to go even further in the new year. So this is the CD tag started by our buddy in Canada, Glen Kellaway, from the basement. 15 questions related to CDs, CD collections, habits, all that good stuff. Let's jump right into it. I will put Glenn's um, channel link in the description below. Check out his channel too. So number one, when did you get your first CD player? I got my first CD player probably the same day I bought the CDs that I got for the CD player back in 1986. I want to say fall to December of 1986. It was a Sony, pretty sure it was a Sony single disc slider job, big component job, because I was into components even back then. Um, and I had that for a good long time. Interestingly enough, the turntable that I bought in 1984 is still my primary turntable. So my CD players have not outlived my turntables. Go figure. Um, so what was my first CD I ever bought? That would be Van Halen's 5150, complete with ticket stub from the 1986 tour where we saw this in Minneapolis, St. Paul. We were in college at the time. We took, what, five and a half hour drive to Minneapolis. I can't remember if we drove straight back, but I do remember, yeah, it was long haul and a lot of people in a lot of cars. I think I drove. I can't remember. No, that was you two I drove. Never mind. Next question is, what is the most recent CD you purchased? And that would be my Chickenfoot Best of slash Live. Chickenfoot were Sammy Hagar, Chad Smith from Red Hot Chili Peppers, Joe Citriani, and Michael Anthony from Van Halen. Not really short-lived group. They put out a couple of albums. I wanted this one because it had the live set on disc number 2 and a couple of unreleased tracks on there. I actually think I picked this up in the last year. So kind of a nice tie-in to the next question, which is your most recent CD you bought. And would be Rush. Rush's Time Machine tour from 2011. I was going through my Rush CDs and vinyl and realized I didn't have this. So I think I found that on eBay for pretty cheap, and I was like, okay, I'll pick that up and kind of be the Rush completist, or as much of a completist as I can be that I am, and pick this up. This is a great album. Most Rush live albums are amazing, and they all seem to sound really fantastic. So always a good thing. Next question: approximately how many CDs do you have in your collection? In my living room out there, I have a wall of CDs, a shelf unit that holds almost 1,100 CDs, plus back here in this corner is kind of the overflow rack that has like the rest of the A to Z plus jazz CDs and certain artists that I'll be mentioning in a few minutes. So in total, it's about 1,400 CDs. Kept them all, didn't purge them. Yeah. Well, I take that back. I have purged some. I've gone through and kind of culled down things that I don't listen to too often. Jewel cases or Digipaks? I don't mind Digipaks. I think they're cleaner looking. They do have the kind of tricky bit where of sliding out these CDs from their sleeve. Sometimes they split or crack. A lot of people have mentioned this. Then also with the regular plastic ones, the tabs break off, so you're either buying new jewel cases, and yeah, it's not fun. So I'm going to say 50-50, to be honest. Your Best CD purchase of 2024. I don't think I pulled that. Probably. Oh, I know why. Because I don't think I bought any CDs in 2024. It may well have been the Chicken Foot Live thing that I remember thinking I need this on CD, but I haven't bought any. I have not specifically bought any CDs for 2024 that were just like either I can't find on vinyl or whatever. Um, Best sounding no show a live album on CD. Ha! I love this one. Okay, so Public Image Limited live in Tokyo. I want to say this is from 1983, 84. Let's take a look. Oh, it's in Japanese, which reminds me, this one has a little obi strip that was part of it. I can't even remember where I got this. I haven't had it for all that many years. But this was from the tour that's kind of around the time of the Flowers of Romance, leading into the album with Bad Life and all that. This is what you want, this is what you get. Awesome stuff. So, live, Public Image Limited. I also have this on vinyl. It's a 2-disc, 45 RPM affair that I have. So, good live album. Best sounding CD in my collection. Had to think about this one. I went with my Prefab Sprout Steve McQueen slash what's it called in the States? Two Wheels Good. The Steve McQueen reissue that has bonus tracks. It's remastered by Thomas Dolby. So you know it's going to sound good. Dude's the sound technician. Excellent album from the late 90s. I want to say this was remastered and put out in the early 2000s. I've had it for a while, but it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sounding album. On CD. What is the next one? Favorite? Oh, yes. Favorite CD cover or insert. I had to think about this one too. There's some quirky ones. This one's neat just for the album art. This is Oceanside's debut album. So no, it's called Effloresce. I like this because it flips and flips and flips and flips to get the CD, and then all the stuff that's inside falls out. I saw Oceanside one time when I went to England. I saw them in Aldershot, teeny little town outside of London. And yeah, my ticket stub is hiding in here. So that was a cool album packaging. We have a box set. I do have a box set. I actually have several CD box sets, but I picked this one because it's kind of cute and clever. This is called the Brit Box. It is put out by Rhino years and years ago. Is there a year on here? Oh my god, it's so small. 2007. So it is a billed as the UK indie, shoegaze, and Britpop gems of the last millennium. Mostly mid 80s to about 1999. Every group imaginable from Britain is in here. It has Oasis. It has every shoegaze act known to mankind, Blur and Telescopes and My Bloody Valentine. It was like almost every artist I enjoyed as I was in that time period was in one convenient box set. 4 discs, pretty cool. The neat is that the packaging lights up. Isn't that clever? Kind of pointless and silly, but pretty neat. So there's a box set. Show a CD from your favorite band. I'm going to go with favorite artist. Anyone who knows me knows I like Gary Newman a whole lot. I probably have several variations of this one. This is a remastered one. At the 30th anniversary, so put a good almost 20 years old already, or 10 anyway. The classic, it has his Cars is on here. There is a whole section of demos and remastered B tracks on the second disc. It's well worth checking out if you are interested in Gary Newman at all. Oh, now here's where it gets fun. What artist or band do you have the most CDs from? This guy. In this bottom corner of that shelf over here, the bottom two rows, or yeah, almost bottom three rows, are all Gary Newman. I have 122 Gary Newman. The dude's only put out 22 studio albums, so how many times have I bought and rebought these in different incarnations? CD singles, couple of box sets. Yeah, I have a lot of Gary Newman. I like him. Hell, so what am I gonna do? Have I ever sold? Hang on. Oh, I've almost forgot that one. Do you collect CD and vinyl? Yes, I do. I do. I do. I'm getting to the point with some CDs where I'm like, if the vinyl is just getting extortionately expensive, I would almost rather have it on CD. I almost thought about that with The Cure because I thought the new Cure album was a bit pricey, but I did cave and bought it on vinyl because it's so good. Have I ever sold your? Have you ever sold your vinyl collection and stuck with the CD format? No, I'm one of those people who kept the vinyl, started buying CDs, and started replacing, but also getting the CD of the albums I already have. So I'll have like two 5150s, two Joshua Trees for that reason. For example, that continued for quite a while. Now I'm more towards getting stuff on vinyl, um, and not buying the vinyl if I already have the CD. Sort of like my New Year's resolution. If I have it on CD, I probably am not going to buy it on vinyl anymore. Just trying to get away from that because it's been a rabbit hole. Last one. Show a CD you would like your viewers to listen to and give you feedback on. A lot of people know I'm into Feeder. My top 10 for 2024 included Feeder in there. So I would challenge people to check out one of Feeder's earliest releases. This is called Polythene from Feeder's from the late 90s, 97 or so. Has some great songs on it. This is the album that sold me on them. Songs like Cement and High was a single off of this that was quite huge. Stereo World is on here. So, yeah. On vinyl, yeah, good luck finding it. They haven't released a lot of their early albums on vinyl. Um, or I should say re-released. They were released, but they're almost impossible to find and they're very expensive. So anyway, Glen Kellaway, thank you for a intriguing CD tag amidst an absolute myriad of tags that are out there right now. It's almost too many to choose. But thank you all for tuning in, and I would love to hear your feedback on Feeder. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.